Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. My name is Mr. Neil and today you join me here at Mells Road on the North Somerset Railway, the Mendip line. But we're not here for the railway because we're here for the product that we're going to be looking at today, which is the brand new Caledonia Works LMS Hughes crab locomotive. Now before we go into the product, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story on the LMS Hughes crab. So they were designed by none other than George Hughes for the London Midlands Scotland Railway. They're also known as the Horwich Mogul, which is a class of mixed traffic 260 steam locomotives built between 1926 and 1932. And obviously they're very much known for their very tilted, very angled cylinder cocks. It's just cylinders. Now, there is a massive 245 of these built, but unfortunately only one is in preservation, number 13065, which we can see right here in front of us. Now, I haven't got the Xbox controller plugged in today, so we're going to have some very jittery camera movements, but if I go over here, we can see the lovely 3D numbering that is 13065, which we also have a shed plate, C20, which that's actually not 3D, but I don't really care about that. We can also see each individual rivet, and the rivets aren't just circles, you can actually see they're shaped like rivets, which is beautiful. And we can see the lovely glossy, very shiny, well, that's not shiny, buffers on lovely 13065. And the brake pipe even looks good. Even the brake pipe is 3D, which I really love about this. If you go over here to the builder's plate, we can see LMS built 1926 in Horwich. Now, I think it's Horwich. Is it Horwich? I'm not sure, but that's not 3D. But I believe the rivets are 3D. Yeah, so the rivets are 3D, but the actual text isn't 3D. I'm fine with that. If we go over here to the lovely valve gear, the very complex valve gear, we can see it's very complex, actually. I'm not quite sure how it works, but all I know is that it's a valve gear. We can see the cylinders down there. Beautiful. Cylinder pipes, or drain pipes, whatever you call them. Now, if we go over here, we have the lovely London Midlands Scottish Railway logo, which I believe is the early logo, because it just doesn't look like that in modern day, does it? And we can see the lovely LMS Maroon 13065 tender, which does look very nice. We can see LMS number 3295 1926 with a water capacity of 3,500 gallons. If we hop into the cab, we can see the cab is it kind of looks like a Royal Scot in my opinion because of the white roof, or a Patriot class even. But the tender does look nice. Now, I do remember one of these brakes is for water and one of them is a handbrake. I believe someone told me that in the Great Northern review for our lovely class A1/1. Now, it does have automatic fireman by pressing Control R and simple mode by pressing Control A, but obviously we're going to need that. And if I press J is the driver's injector. Sorry, the large brake ejector. My bad. But we want the large driver's injector on if you do want to move. But we're not going to be moving today because we are actually going to be swanning down another service, a freight service, with this very shortly. But I think we should just test out the sound. So let's do the multiple tones of whistle that we have. So we have the space bar, which is the loop whistle. And we have some more by pressing Control A, which aren't looped, but are nice short variations. And I believe that is all of them. So, what should we do? Oh, I know. Let's have a look at the other liveries, because if I move my camera, we can see a lot more Hughes crabs over here. Yes, we can. We have a lot of variations for the LMS Hughes crab. So, let's start from the very back with the BR Hughes crab. This is 42798 and that is obviously a 5MT somehow. But we can see the red, black and white lining. It does look very nice. The cab is all the same in the cab because, they're not going to change the cab layout. But we can see this does look nice. It looks very nice and painted. It's not even pixelated in the slightest. The lining looks nice, but the lining is a bit pixelated, but the text is not pixelated in the slightest at all. And the BR logo, wow. That looks beautiful. That looks amazing, in fact. If we go over here, we have the early BR. No, the transitional BR. This is the transitional BR with the LMS number and an M. I'm not sure what the N means. I think the M means Midland, right? Or something. There's something like that. But we can see it's M2798 with the shed plate 20A. If we go over here, we have LMS 2703. This is the... I can't remember, but I know it's the LMS without the reds from this one. Because LMS font actually has a red behind it, but this one doesn't. And I don't know why. I think it's also transitional. I think it's late LMS, something like that, but you can see it's just LMS 2703 4F5P Very nice. And obviously, as I was talking about over here, we have just the normal LMS black, which is 2784 5P4F with the lovely LMS tender. It does look nice. It does look very nice, in fact. I really like this one. Yeah, this one's a crew built in 1928, which is nice. And over here, we also have now the tender, and this does not match in the slightest. We have a transitional one with the early BR number font without this is the BR Hughes crab without the lining, and I don't know why I put that tender on there, because that does not fit at all. But what does fit it is this, because this is what it looks like, and this is the transitional BR one without any lining, and I believe it's the same tender as this one. No, so it is the same tender, but it hasn't got the lining over here, which I quite like. But I wonder why all the rivets are angled. Like, I wonder what the purpose for that is. And over here we have arguably one of the best liveries, which is an LMS lined red livery, which does look amazing, but it's not as good as the next one, because this is LMS lined red, but with the red font, like the red and yellow font, which I absolutely love. This is probably my very favourite one, but we're not going to be driving this one on our freight goods. We're going to be driving 13065 in the siding. Where is it? There it is. And I believe I have one more last livery to show you, and yes, it's just the normal LMS maroon livery. Not 13036. Is it 13036? No, sorry, 13065. What was I on about? What was I on about? But yeah, this is just the normal LMS one. This is 13136. That's probably where I got mixed up. And this isn't a preserve one. It's just a working days one. It's very nice. So, what should we do? Should we take a freight train with 13065 to the next station? I think we should, yeah. Okay, and here we are with our ex-Northeastern Railway BR wagons from, again, Caledonia Works. They've done a brilliant job on these. I mean, look at the weathering on this two plank right here. This looks brilliant. But let's hop into 13065, our lovely Hughes crab, and let's take this on a journey. So, unfortunately, there is no headboard to be seen, which is really sad, but it's okay. So let's put a head code on. We want a, yeah, that'd be fine. I mean, I know it's freight, I can't remember which freight code it was, but if I press 5, we have the brake van shot, which is really nice. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots for this one. Now, how many different camera angles do we have for the Hughes crab? So this is the first one, 2, 3, 4, I like that one, 5, 6, which is a lovely, oh nice, I like that one, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 different camera angles. Wow, that is brilliant. That is amazing. So, I believe our path is already set to our next station. Let's just check really quickly though. Path, yes. We're still going to be passing through all the other Hughes crabs, which is going to be pretty funny. I mean, in my opinion, it's going to be. And let's go to Hampstead Junction Platform 2. Beautiful. So, let's open up the brake ejector and the driver's injector. Take the brake off, which has already been done. We're going to press Control A and Control R for automatic fireman and simple modes. And I believe we are ready to go. So, let's open up the regulator and let's go. And off we go. Now, I don't know if you guys saw, but I did actually forget to do the reverser, which I had quite a lot of people asking me how to do it. You just need to hold E, and then you can use your reverser. And then when you let go of E, you can still do it, but you just need to press E again. So speed limit is 15 miles an hour, which will go up to 25 miles an hour. So, as we can see, the shuffling sound does sound nice. Listen to her bark. And here we pass all the other Hughes crabs. Hello, guys, and goodbye again. Now, this does look amazing. In fact, I think that's a thumbnail shot right there. That's definitely a thumbnail shot. Look at that, guys. Wow. Ah, that's brilliant. We're doing 35 miles an hour, but the speed limit doesn't obey us. We obey the speed... No, wait, other way around. We don't obey the speed limit obeys us. I mean, listen to her absolutely bark through these... Not even the hours. We're going downhill, but listen to this. Listen to this. This is brilliant. Absolutely amazing performance from our lovely Hughes crab number 13065. Now, this is preserved in real life. I don't think she's a runner anymore, but I believe she is going under overhaul very, very shortly, or if not, she is an overhaul. Look at this. Wow, now we can actually let it go on the regulator to hear her just normal chuffing, so let's get a good camera angle. Yeah, just listen to this bit, listen to this bit. It does sound very nice. We're about to pass through a bridge. I don't know what bridge it is, but we have Flowers Farm Halt, which is a request stop, which we are not going to be stopping at today. We're going to be absolutely bashing it through here, but we have some nice sidings over here. I do quite like the look of them. So, how long do we have left until Flowers Farm Halt? 0.7 miles. Let me just go see what Flowers Farm Halt does look like, because if it looks like a nice station, we might need to stop there. Oh, I actually quite like the look of the station, but I don't know if I want to stop there. No, we'll keep on going, we'll keep on going. So, are we nearly there? Yeah, 0.6 miles, okay. Let's wait here at Lovely Station. So we have some Airbnb Mark 1s, which I can only presume to be, like on the West Somerset Railway. Yeah, I think they are actually. Or a kitchen, like a dining room, maybe, I'm not sure. Or even a restaurant. I'm only saying restaurant because of the outdoor seating over here, which probably makes it a restaurant. And we have this really nice house over here, which I'd love to live in. Like, imagine waking up from your house, coming out, and stepping on this footbridge, and just watching trains come past. That's brilliant. And there's a request stop, so we don't even need to stop there. Oh, we're doing 42 miles an hour, so this is going to be insane. I might want to put the brakes on a little bit, because we are approaching Hapsford Junction, which is just happens to be in 0.1 miles. No, 1 mile, sorry. Okay, so, oh my god, here we go. Oh, wow, it's going to be insane. Here we go. Oh, that is insane. Right, we have 0.75 miles until Hapsford Junction at platform 2. We're going downhill quite a lot. This is a 1:48 gradient, so it's quite sharp. So let's apply these brakes and more, because we are doing 44 miles an hour. This is insane. This is amazing, in fact. Wow. We have the green signal. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, we have the green signal because there's no other trains there. I just spawned it down. Where does this go? This takes us to Watley Quarry. Oh, Quarry. Okay. Anyways, here we come. About to pass through another siding. Beautiful. I do love the whistles that Steam Sound Supreme has, in fact, done on this locomotive. It does sound insanely brilliant. They, like, both Steam Sound Supreme and Chris have done a really, really good job on designing and just, making the sounds of this model. It does sound absolutely beautiful. I have to give them so much praise for this. Here we come, 0.16 miles. Let's put the brakes on a little bit more as we come into lovely Hapsford Junction, platform 2. Let's change our camera angle to this one so we can see the platform when we're coming in. And here we come into our station. So this is platform 1 over here, a much shorter platform. I'm not sure what they use that platform for. Potentially just gala services. But, oh, a bit of a lag there, but here we come. I mean, this has performed so well. I had no lag at all, apart from that little jitter over there. And this is brilliant. And another weird thing is the train's shaking. I don't know if you guys can see that. Do you guys see that? The train's like shaking. That's really weird. Right, let's bring it to a stop. Brakes are an issue. Yeah, the brakes are in fact an issue. Oh dear. Right, so brakes are an issue of the Hughes Crab. I just realised that. It's not the best at braking, so I believe I've actually run out of time. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, make sure to like and subscribe. Caledonia Works and Steam Sound Supreme website will be linked in the description down below. If they're not, please remind me to. That'd be very nice of you guys. So I'll see you in the next one. Have one for today, and bye for now.